and Ram Dass had this wonderful quote. He said, death is like taking off a tight shoe. You know, that like, you know, you're walking around all day, your feet kind of hurt, but you manage, you get through it. Obviously,
not in the flopsters, baby.
Not in the
These
flopsters.
things are
No.
comfy as fuck.
Those should not exist. They're an abomination against God.
I love them.
But, you know, I kind of like that. It's very kind of underplaying it. It fits in with our title, Shoeless and South Dakota. But yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But that sense of relief, you know, I always kind of thought that was, he's talking about it in the sense of like, at death, you drop the self-consciousness, you drop the ego, you join that higher consciousness. I was talking because he's kind of out of the Hindu tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I always found that metaphor kind of appealing and interesting, and correlating well with the burden of self-consciousness that sometimes we want to just liberate ourselves from. I mean, and you know, it takes the form of talking to yourself in your head all day. We are all narcissists in the sense that we are constantly focused on ourselves, thinking, talking in our own heads to ourselves.
I know. It's like one of those things where it's like you think you're the center of the universe. It's like, I am the center of the universe.
Yeah.
This is like
my universe.
Yeah, like
but if you don't temper that with reasonability and rationality, you have main character syndrome.
But yeah, that's what I mean though, in just the sense of like you are always with you,
obsessed with yourself.
Yeah.
One of the things that really helped me get over like teenage insecurity was realizing that nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's so in their own head. They're not looking at, you know, your weird haircut or, you know, the time where you just look in the mirror, you try everything, you just can't look good, and then you go out. They don't give a fuck. They are obsessed with themselves, you know? People aren't thinking about you as much as you think about you. And like I think that's a really helpful way as a teenager when we all go through insecurities, trying to find out who we are, growing into our bodies all weird and shit. It's a very common thing to feel hyper self-conscious and insecure all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very helpful to just realize, oh, no, everybody is thinking about themselves. They're not concerned about you.
Right. And
as much as you are concerned about you.
And truly, it's so funny that, like, people, they have that sort of... I think the irony is that you are so worried about someone, you know... They'll notice this tiny little thing, like this little pimply thing, and you'll fucking pick at it. And you'll pick at it to the point where it then becomes something noticeable.
Yeah.
You know? Now, it wasn't before.
Right.
If you just would have chilled with it,
now
totally
your eyes
fine.
all swollen.
I know, yeah. Now
everybody's like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what, like, a metaphor for, like, how the narcissism can get so bad that you can actually become shitty just from... I mean, you just want people to like you. That's natural. Like, I don't think that's a...
No. In and of itself, but you got to temper it. Because if you let the dog off the leash, then it becomes...
And I would say how you want people to like you. You know, like not just like you for